Okay, so guys, Christine Rolando won't be with us tonight, and she usually is the facilitator for this call. And what we're going to do is there are a lot of people that have said they didn't get to see the company call on Tuesday night. I didn't get to see it either. I run a program and I couldn't be there. So we're going to go ahead and play it for people that didn't get to see it. That's what we're going to do tonight. And then if we have a little extra time, we're going to come back and see if Chip wants to answer any kind of questions. So we'll have a Q&A for about 10 minutes. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And it's all queued up and ready to go. And I just want to welcome everyone. And guys, just that you know, our disclaimer, we do not make any medical claims, and a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. So with that, we're going to go ahead and I will do a screen share, and we're going to get to listen to the company call on Tuesday night. Okay.
Thank you, Christine.
Thank
you.
Absolutely. Here we go. And you're going to have to tell me if you are having trouble hearing it, because when I first cued it, it was a little low, and I can turn my big speakers up. Okay. So
Okay,
I just need somebody to tell me if you're needing it to be louder. Okay.
I'll let you know.
All right, here we go.
Everybody, welcome to the CEO call on the.
Oh.
It's good, Christy. It's good, Carol.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, hold on. It's not so good because he's not talking. Hold on one second. It's buffering. Hold on. Let's try this again.
Everybody, welcome to the CEO call on the.
Oh, this is not a good sign, guys. Hold on. A network.
It's okay. It'll work itself out. Just we'll play around for a minute. No problem.
Yeah, it's now frozen. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen share for a second. Let me go back in and try this again. Hold on. Nothing. Okay, well, isn't this fun? It was playing earlier. I was listening to it.
Yeah.
Caused the media download to fail partway. Okay, so hold on one second. I'm gonna stop screen share. Let me go on to my browser and let me reload this. Hold on.
No problem, Carol.
Okay, I think we're gonna be all right now. Hold on. Yes, okay. That's what it needed. Sometimes it just needs to be kicked. So hold on, here we go.
Thank you.
Okay, there we are. Okay.
Hey, welcome to the CEO call on the Tuesday in June. It's an hour earlier, so I'm sure we'll have a lot of people on in about an hour who will then get to see the recording. So anyway, so I don't know about you guys, but has anybody felt the eruption that occurred from the summit till today? Unbelievable. It's just been an explosion. You know, 1 month after the other, we broke a major goal last month. And you know, and we had there was so many people to recognize, I can't even begin to recognize it now. It'll come out, but you know, obviously Tony Abeta moved up to the Diamond Director, and Shu moved up to an Emerald, and Waylon moved up, and I mean, I could just go on and on and on, and a million silvers, a million golds. It was just incredible to watch all you guys. I just signed the commission for this month, and the commission for this month is almost 3 times what we did the second month we were in the business. Think about that. Okay?
Wow.
Big, big, big number. Okay, and you guys deserve every penny of it. It's just incredible. So as I started looking at it, I looked outside, and I don't know, I live, you guys are talking about heat. I live in Las Vegas, so you don't even get to talk about heat around me. You know what I'm saying? But my concern, most of you know that I'm a physicist, right? That I went to school for physics. And there's a thing called inertia and momentum. Okay, and a object in motion will continue in motion unless there's an obstacle. Okay, and that obstacle could be air, could be anything. But if you're out in deep space and you throw something, it's going to go for a long, long time. The problem with it is when you stop it, the amount of energy that it takes to get going again is ridiculous. So I urge every one of you to not take your foot off the pedal. Because as soon as you slow down, inertia takes effect. And you're going to continue to slow down all summer. And then we'll have a great September, but then you're starting over. And that's what happened. That's what happened in this industry. And I don't think when you have a business like ours that is preventative healthcare based, product based, there should be no interruptions in our business. No stopping telling people about our product. No stopping getting people on our product. I don't know about you, but I see the differences in people all day long. I've been watching a lot of you guys for many years, probably too many years. And, you look better now than you ever did before. Mm-hmm. And I truly believe that most of that is coming from our products. We live a better, healthier, really self-enhancing life that just makes us all want to get outside and dance. I mean, really, you get outside and dance, but you really can't allow it to slow down, because every time you allow it to slow down, something is going to go wrong. So please don't take your foot off the pedal. Now, we're going to give you some incentives. And you started seeing them come out to make you continue to grow the way that we want you to grow. And we want you to grow. I want to see $1 million commissions. I'm very happy to pay it. Okay? We're profitable despite the fact that we give out 50%. Last month we gave out 51% commission because of the promotion that we ran. And we were okay. And that's all we really need to be, is good and okay and cash flowing, because you're the people that need the money. You're the people going out and doing the job for us, because without you guys, Rick and I are nothing. We really aren't. Rick could make the best products in the world. We could put together a company. We could have the best compensation plan. If you guys aren't running down the road screaming at the top of your lungs, you got to take my product, nothing's going to happen. Okay? Mm-hmm. So what did we come out with? I don't know if you saw the new activation packs. I'm sure most of you did. So some of the things we learned from a conversation that we had with our leadership council, which is most of the diamonds, and there's a ruby and there's emeralds, and different levels, so we can get different input from different levels of the company, was what can we do on our activation packs now that we have these new products called Plus Cardio Care and Plus Mind and Vision, which, by the way, I'm just going to take an aside here for a second, beyond a doubt has changed our business. Because while detoxing is amazing, and once you can get somebody to understand what it does for your body, they run with it. But how many people do you talk to that if you say mind and vision or cardio care, say, yeah, I got that. They got one of those three. Most of us have all of those three. But the fact remains is the products that Rick put together are the best preventative healthcare products on the market. And, I hear all the time, somebody said to me, well, that's expensive. $55 for the mind and vision. I said, I went over to the store, to the CVS by me, and I found a bottle of lutein it was a lower grade, because Rick can tell you there's 5 different grades on that Flora Glow. It was a lower grade. The bottle of that particular item alone, and it wasn't 10 milligrams, was $28.99. I don't know how, and then we have all the other ingredients that we have in it. We have, what is it, Proviscapane in there that costs, what, $1,750 a kilogram. We have it in the safe. I mean, so we're giving you the best possible products and the best possible ways to talk to people without even thinking, okay? So from an activation standpoint, I was disappointed, because I'm a numbers guy, you probably all figured that out somewhere along the way, that we were only selling $2.99 packs and $7.99 packs, and very barely any $4.99 packs. And to me, the $4.99 pack would seem to be the most sellable product there is. So the first thing we did is we did not change anything on the $2.99 packs. We sell the living daylights out of those packs, okay? But the $4.99 packs, instead of, you know, when you wanted to put the mind and vision into the $4.99, that's where you start getting those. If we just added those 2 in, it would be too expensive. But instead of taking out 2 bottles of Cell Defender, we only took out 1 bottle of Cell Defender. And so we basically increased the value of that pack by 10%. It is an amazing value to sell somebody at $4.99. And I have to admit, I get the 7-pack of the Cell Defender. Rick and I love it, and the 6-pack of the glass, and it's a great product. For us, it's an extremely profitable product. It's what we're about. But the fact remains is we now have more products that we need people to taste. We need them to understand that there's a value in all our other products that is equally important. While the Cell Defender is the tip of the spear, these other products are the shaft that makes it move. I mean, you got to have those products. That $4.99 pack gives them what they need to get started so they can understand the value of these products. Because those of you who are in here, I was just listening to everybody talking about it, and I was on Robin's call like every week for the last 4 years. But, you know, everybody you talk to are amazed when they take the products and the difference in their body. You know, I didn't have any problems with me, and all of a sudden I feel better. I'm sleeping better. You know what? I didn't realize that my hip was hurting me. My hip isn't hurting me anymore. How many people have you talked to about that? People don't even, they get so used to the fact they're not 100%, they don't realize there's something they can do about it to be 100% and live a better life. So that was good. The second one was, and I'm going to be really straight with you guys, we really we would have had to take too much out of the $7.99 pack to put 2 of each of the mind and vision. That's number 1. Number 2 is, truthfully, we're getting a lot of people into the business who are builders, who want to make money. Okay? The $9.99 pack allows you to do that. Number 1, it's an incredible pack. I mean, I laugh when I hear $9.99 pack. When Rick and I were at Rexall, people bought a $4,000 pack, and we laughed at the people who bought a $1,000 pack. Oh, they didn't really commit. You know, I mean, that was the old days. That's what people used to say. But the fact remains is that $1,000 pack has enough product in there for your whole family. It's an amazing pack. Take a good look at it. All right. And then we said, okay, we're a preventative healthcare company. What could we do in conjunction with our auto ship program? How many of you are on auto ship, right? Well, everybody, I hope, because if you're not on auto ship, you like to give away money. I'm sure nobody likes to give away money, okay? So we went out, and Rick and I put together 2 packs, okay? The Total Health Avini Bundle and the Total Health Avini Bundle Plus. I had the plus behind me. And we're able, because of the mix of products and the way we can make it, to give you guys 20% off when you buy that. And you guys are buying it in droves, which is very exciting. But you're also buying it on your auto ships. Do you realize that means you're getting it for You're getting it for 40% off? So if you take your $55 Cell Defender, you just paid $33 for it. Think about that. Okay, your cardio care, $33. So think about that when you go to put it together. I just also want to, while we're talking about auto ships, I want to add something about auto ships. I have a good friend of mine who's in the merchant banking business. He belongs to this club that I'm in, and he was talking the other day, I think it was last Wednesday, and he was saying that the merchant banking business is changing a lot. Those are the guys who charge your credit card. It's not Bank of America who charges it. There's these specialized banks that do the merchant banks. The laws have been changed. Somebody in Washington stayed up all night to figure out how to screw us up a little bit more. So you are going to get, and you are getting, because we see it, we get reports on it every day, rejections of your credit card for your auto ships. Not because you didn't have money, not because we don't ship. They're just saying, well, you bought this 3 months in a row. I don't know, there must be something wrong and we're not going to pay it this month. So if you have an auto ship in, excuse me, and you feel like, you know, it's coming and you don't pay any attention, the 11th thing's going to come and go if you don't look at Heath's emails, and you're going to miss your shot for an auto ship. So I would make sure that when you expect your auto ship to go through, double check and make sure it went through. And if not, put it back in again. Many of you, if that happens, I would suggest you call your bank and tell them to stop, because you can. That's really what you have to do. And I'm just telling you that as a precaution, because if you could save 40%, you know, save it, please. Okay. So next, all right. One of the other things, actually, Claire, you know, Claire, my wife, and Steph and Michael and I spent the entire afternoon working on a new site for you guys. You'll see it this evening. It's a swag site. It's an outside company who's going to start doing our swag. And there's about, I don't know, 16 or 20 items on it that you buy, and you go and you just when you click on the swag on the top of your URL, right below it, there's a thing you can click and it takes you to that site. Incredible stuff. I mean, it probably cost me a week's pay, because Claire, everything that we picked, Claire decided we had to buy one. So, so you'll see that sometime this evening. Michael is putting it up. It's going to go on those sliders also that come across. So you'll see there, just click on it. They'll take you to the site. It's a lot of fun stuff. Anything from luggage tags to shirts to new hats to all kinds of good stuff. It's a lot of fun. You'll have fun with that stuff. Okay, let's talk about some really important stuff that's coming up, because I don't want to take more than half an hour of your time, and I want Rick to be able to talk. No, Valencia, but that's a good idea. I'll work on it. We had another 1,000 items we could pick. I only picked like 15 or 16 because I got tired of clicking numbers. So anyway, vision tours. Vision tours are coming up. No summit this fall. It is of utmost importance that you get anybody who lives within 100 miles of that to those vision tours. Those of you who are leaders, I suggest you go to them, because your people are there. They need to see you. When I was a distributor, I was at Triple Diamond and Rick in Rexall. Rick used to see me at every single regional meeting, which we had 2 every quarter, I think. So it didn't matter where it was, because I had people everywhere in the country. Does everybody here have people everywhere in the company? Absolutely. Okay. What I used to do is, when they would say that there's going to be something in Idaho Falls or in Arlington, Virginia, the first thing I do would open in those days it was Rolodexes, and go through and who do I know in Virginia and Maryland and West Virginia who can drive to the meeting, and let me get started on them now. Okay, opportunity exists in these meetings, not just getting there, but expanding your business by getting people you hadn't had any idea how you would expose the business to. This will expose the business to more people done correctly than anything else we can do. There's nothing like pressing the flesh. It's great to see the 2-inch people on my screen. And no, you do not look like you're 6'10", Darren. You look like you're about 2.5 inches. So you really want to start. Do you understand what I'm saying? Shake your head, yes or no, just so I'm making sense. That's how I grew my business. Listen, I was a corporate executive making a lot of money. Kelly King, talk to your upline. They'll tell you how to do that. Okay. Marcia, you should do a training on how to take care of something like that on your training Wednesday night, if you would. How to get them to, how to go about it. Okay. I'm not going to do a training on this call. There's just no time for it. But I do want you to take a look at that. All right. So the vision tours right now, the first one's in Idaho Falls. It seems to be something that we do as network marketers, that we wait till the last minute to make our decision. Or we made a decision, but we don't bother to sign up for it. I have an issue. We have a lot of people signed up for Idaho Falls. On Monday, I got to give them a count of how many boxes for lunch. So if you don't sign up, I'm going to put some extra in there. Quickly, there's a good chance that I will run out of lunch boxes. And I don't want to do that. So please, if you're thinking of going to Idaho Falls, if you're thinking of going to Minnesota, which is in August, sign up. All of you seem to be really good at signing up for Florida. We already have more people for Florida than all three of them, the other four combined. Okay. So I know you know how to use the website. So go use it, please. So I'm going to turn this over to Rick for a couple of minutes, and then Rick, turn it back to me. I have one more thing I want to talk about at the end, okay?
Okay. So I am in someone's house. I'm at an invited card game, but I knew I could escape and just give you some quick updates. So there's not much I really want to talk about. The last newsletter article I wrote was on vertical integration. And I don't know if I can get it across to you guys how important that is. In every other relationship we've had, we always had outside vendors, outside distributors, outside fulfillment centers, outside manufacturers. And Neil and I made a decision at the very beginning that we had the ability, the wherewithal to do everything ourselves. To do formulation and testing and production, everything in-house, even picking, packing, shipping. We didn't use a fulfillment center. And it was crowded at first. If anyone had the opportunity to go to our original facility, 6,000 square feet in Plantation, very crowded, but now we're in 18,504 square feet with 26-foot ceilings in Boca Raton. And it's a beautiful facility, but every single day it gets better and better and better. So, when we first launched the, we got to mute people. When we first launched the hydration packets, we had issues because it was a new manufacturing thing for us. We had to learn how to do it. We didn't want to go to a third party. We wanted to do it in-house, but we bought new equipment and we trained people, and now it's amazing. We're able to do the hydration packets, and we've scaled that up. We used to have, well, we still have a capsule maker. That's what they call a semi-automatic capsule maker. And I didn't see the need to do anything more than that because we only had one capsule product. We had Immunity. Well, now we have 3 capsule products. We have the Plus Cardio Care and the Plus Mind and Vision. And we probably will have more capsule products in the future. And Neil said, okay, now we have enough capsule products. We should automate the capsule line. And so now we have a fully automated capsule filler, capsule polisher. We have a fully automated counter to count the capsules, a cottoner, which I didn't even know such a thing existed, which puts the cotton into the bottles, puts the cap on, puts the magnetic induction seal, that foil seal on top. And then we bought all these new coders. If you guys remember, when we first launched, actually for the first year of the company, we had little dots on every product that had the lot number and expiration date. Now we inkjet print the expiration date lot numbers on every bottle because we spent a lot of money on these coding machines that are basically FDA regulated to make sure that every single product has a lot number and expiration date and it's legible. And it's so we have that on all of our filling equipment. We have a fully automated now powder filling line that fills the powder, does everything except put the scoops in. So that's where we really need people to put scoops in. But it fills the bottle, you put a scoop in, puts a cap on, seals the cap, induction seal, label, code, and out the door. There's a lot of great things happening with this vertical integration. We are really fixing up the facility. It seems like a long time for now, but the November, the Avini Vision Tour is coming to Boca Raton in November. And I'm sure a lot of you are hoping to see our facility. And it's a beautiful facility. People have seen it already. We'll tell you how amazing our place is. But we're going to be on show. So soon enough, we're going to be on show. And we want you guys to be incredibly proud to be an Avinian, to be part of this company, part of this family. And so you're going to see what we put together. It's humbling when you see what we've been able to put together in just 2 years. And like I say, every single day it gets better. So you can read in the newsletter from 2 months ago. I wrote a whole article about vertical integration, talked about some of this. I have some pictures of some of our equipment, but it is really, really exciting that we have full control of our destiny, that we formulate the products, we make the products, we test the products, we even pick, pack, and ship right out to you. And Neil will tell you, and you guys know this period right now, for the last few days of the month, when you guys are all trying to make rank and you put in a ton of new orders and you do your last recruiting for the month, right through the first 11 days of the month, which is auto ship, is insane. We're talking about from Friday to Monday, we had almost 1,400 orders that had to be packed by Monday morning. And we had a full crew out there picking, packing, putting together to ship out, because for the most part, greater than 90% of all orders you guys put in are out the door within 24 hours. That's how good our people are. Let's see, people are asking me questions.
Yeah, we're not doing questions tonight, Rick. You're muted. You're muted.
I was just doing charades. So I really just want to point out that that we talk about PTSD all the time, and you know, Neil talked about the fact where Rexall was a $4,000 buy-in to be at Rexall, but we had said from the very beginning, everything that was ever wrong with these companies was management or ownership. And he said, if we own it and we manage it, the only people that can screw this up are me and Neil. Okay. And I don't think we're going to screw it up. I think we've really, really done an incredible job of giving you guys the opportunity. But as Neil said at the very beginning of the call, we can only do this because of you guys. And we love you guys. We respect you guys. So I did about 10 calls today with distributors, and I couldn't every time distributor said, oh, thank you so much for making the time. This is what we do. We make the time for you guys because we can't exist without you guys doing what you do. And we love all of you. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rick. Okay, 2 quick things, and then I'm going to let you all go eat and do whatever you're supposed to be doing this time of night. First is, as part of the help that we're trying to give you, Doug Dickey has volunteered that starting this month, the 2nd and 4th Tuesday at 5 o'clock Pacific time, he's going to do a 30-minute opportunity call. It is not going to be a call with questions. It's just going to be an opportunity call. We've done this in other companies where you get on with your, you know, with your prospect and you answer their questions afterwards. But it gives you an opportunity to hear from Doug about our business. They can understand where we're going, about our products. So please, I would suggest you use those calls. They've been very successful in the past. We've always had a lot of people doing that. Okay, so the second thing is, and the last, because I always say the best for last, don't I? So last month, you guys brought in 564 new distributors. We're this far from 10,000.
Hmm.
So I want that this month. So I made the executive decision, and Rick said, yay. We're going to extend the 50% more through this month. Okay, because we think that these 564 people that came in, they deserve the ability to get their money back quickly. It's a good impetus for you to work with these people to say, okay, let's not go on vacation. Let's get you your money back. Let's get you some extra money. Let's start building the concrete foundation that is going to change your life forever. So with that, guys, I want to thank you all for taking the time. We'll send out a video of this, and I'm not even going to open it up. I'm just going to end it. So you can turn off the recording, Howard.
Okay.
So the CEO call on the Tuesday in June.
Hold on one second.
It's an hour earlier, so I'm sure we'll have a lot of people on in about an hour.
Okay, it came back on. Hold on, I'm coming back, guys. Okay. Wow. What did everybody think? How exciting. I'm sorry I missed it live, but oh my goodness. Incredible.
I thought it was great. Carol, what he was talking about the where you could buy the other products like hats and stuff. Where did he say you'll find that? I'm on my site now, but I didn't see anywhere to. He said there you can purchase different. What does it say? Where it says
Swag,
products?
the swag, yes. And Chip can probably answer that. I don't know.
He said it was. He said it was going to be at the top of your site. So when you join, you get 2 websites, Delta.
Yes, I do. I'm on the website. I do have the site.
So you get an outward-facing one for your customers, and then you got the one that has your business in it.
Right.
Right.
So if you sign in, and I'm not sure which one, but he said it was at the top, and it was called the Swag site, SWAG.
Oh, probably is in the back office. So let me see.
That's what I'm thinking, because it'd probably be for members.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Swag.
Actually,
It's in your,
on the customer site.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I shall look into that. Thank you.
Yeah,
So
you bet.
the
Let us know
others-
if you find it, and then tell us all while you're looking.
So I was so excited to hear we are this close to 10,000.
I'm wearing their hat and I'm wearing their shirt. You know, it's nice stuff. It's nice stuff.
Wow. Really great. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for Chip before we end?
No, I don't. This is Joseph, but I want to let you know I'm officially a distributor.
Welcome. Welcome, Joseph. Thank you.
Welcome, Joseph.
Yeah. And thanks to Ed and others. And I got big plans. So got some goals in mind in the next 30 days, other than just telling everybody what I do and sharing the story and whatnot. I got a lot of people already who want to meet with me and talk with me about it, telling some stories that seem like off the wall, but really they're not. They're true and honest, and from testimonies. And so it's really, you speak life to people when you talk about these things. And life is what people need right now. There's a lot of dead things going on in the world, politically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, even careers. So there's a lot of things going around, dying around us, but there's still life around too. And so, life is what's important, and life from the dead, people need to hear that. So it's very important to understand that this is going to bring life.
Yeah, and Joseph, there's a lot of life in Avini.
That's correct. Yes. I'm going to tell you something real quick. My little boy, he's going to be 2 tomorrow.
Oh,
his name is Shiloh. Say hi.
Hi, Shiloh.
Got long hair. But he'll be 2 tomorrow. So I'm excited for him. Yeah, I know. So
Happy
just
that-
wanted to
birthday.
say
He's gonna
that
be
and
2 on
not
June
want to
7th?
cut anybody off, but thank you.
All right.
2 on June 7th, Joseph?
Yes, June 7th, he was born. Well, this is an interesting story, real quick. So he was born, obviously, in 2022. He was born not unexpectedly, like he knew he was coming, but it wasn't planned like where. So we do natural birthing, my wife does. So we went back to the house, and as soon as she got back there, 2 hours later, she gave birth to our son in our house, in our bathroom.
Cool.
Like explain to why it's so important in the bathroom that I caught him. It was like the Super Bowl of my life. You know, my wife, I would say 9 months or 10 months prior to her knowing she was pregnant with him, had COVID. And she about died.
Mm.
So a nurse of mine helped me, my nurse friend, he helped me out a lot, got her things, whatnot, because she didn't know she was pregnant at the time. So, she literally could not sleep for 2 weeks because of all the stuff she put in her to get rid of all the COVID junk. Anyway, she got up, went into the bathroom, and I know it's kind of weird for some of you, but I'm just being real. She literally saw the spirit of death in our bathroom. She thought she was going to die, but she did not die. So when he was born, 9 or 10 months later, he was born in the same bathroom she saw that thing, and life took place in that bathroom. So to be honest with you, you know, he is a miracle. He's born June 7th. I was born July 7th. So he was born 30 days before I was in a month reason. But I'm very privileged to have him. It was a miracle.
Wonderful.
And I'd like
So
to say something, Carol.
Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joseph, and I think this may be important, maybe of value to someone, but I was at Joseph's house last night, and I met Joseph at a networking event. And the funny thing is, there were 3 guys at this table. I decided to walk over by myself, and I talked to the first 2, and Joseph was the third one. And I just shook their hands. I shook Joseph's hand, but I didn't engage with him. And I started to walk away, and he said, hey, what about me? Let's you and I connect. And so we did. And for 2 weeks, we tried to connect on the phone, and we put a plan together. And Chip was gracious enough to get on the phone with us last night. I want to do an intro call with Chip. And Joseph has big plans. And I love this guy. And we're going to work together. And as a matter of fact, I'll be at his son's Sunday, right? I guess I'm going to a birthday party somewhere in St. Augustine.
That's correct.
But what we're going to do is we're going to lock arms. He said, I'm going to be talking to people, you know, we're going to be talking to people together, and I'll have my cards till he gets his, and then it's going to be a fun ride, and love you, buddy.
Wow.
Love you too, man. I appreciate it. And I just want to say something real quick. I'm not trying to take over anything, but I'm just say 2 things real quick, okay? One, for people who are on here just watching and observing, have not done this yet, you need to do it. Okay, and I'll tell you why. There's a big wave coming, and people are gonna need answers for a lot of health questions on certain things, which I am not going to say on this live recording, but you all know what I'm saying. So it's coming, and this is a perfect opportunity not only for you to help people, but obviously make money. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. That's how our country was founded on. Success and selling and building it and capitalism. But I'm letting you know, this is going to help people. Secondly, those who are currently doing it, been doing it for a while. For those who are not seeing a momentum like they want to or whatever it is, figure it out, change your way of thinking or doing things, do something differently to get a different result. Don't change obviously the whole thing, that's what you should be doing, but you don't want to invent the wheel. But do something different in order to get that spark back, and look at the vision of your life. What has it done for you? What has it done for your friend who you signed up? What it did for your neighbor? This thing here is the reason why we do this. We're not doing it so we can line our pockets with money. That's the byproduct. Okay, you make money, great. But this here is the reason why we do it, because of people and because people need. We have not saturated the market. That's great. We made that mark, last month. It's great. But hey, we got plenty of field to plow. We can do this if we just sit there and agree with it and just go with it and know why you did it the first time when you did find out.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So guys, we have about 5 minutes. Does anybody have any questions inside of anything for Chip? Because I'd really like to hear from Chip. I haven't heard from him for a little while. So Chip, you wanna come and share any thoughts around what you heard tonight?
Well,
anything?
Yeah, I have a couple of things real quick.
Yeah.
On Marcy's call last night, she jumped from what Neil said about having the events around the country and inviting. And Dave Johnson is one of my favorite speakers of all time. Love him dearly. And some of his best stuff is on that Wednesday evening business recording with Marcy, and the two of them were on. Neil was there too. But Dave has a gift. He says things like, not everybody who comes to the regional events or to the Avini Vision events will make $10,000, but everybody who's making $10,000 a month will be there. It's just kind of, they'll come to those things. It's where you find who you are. Mm-hmm. And I got to say one more thing. This is a great opportunity for me to do a how to listen training, because when we were listening and Neil was speaking, you could see Carol Witt up in the corner. I always watch Carol's face. Why? And you want to be a great audience. If you are watching that, it is a spectacular thing to watch Carol's face. She is way out on the edge of her seat. She's smiling. She's excited and interested in everything. I think that's just the way she is. But it really is important. And if if you pick up on her vibe, if you pick up on her Avini vibe, that's a great thing. And when you attend events, you certainly want to be out on the edge of your seat and smiling and nodding as long as you really feel that. And I did want to just say one thing a couple things to Joseph real quick. Guess what? Shiloh and I happen to share this exact same birthday. I happened to arrive in 1950 and he was in 2022, but exact same birthday. And my sister is a July 10th, so almost. YEA in the back of Carol Witt is her. She is a international organizer of young people creating entrepreneurial businesses, and a big outreach to Africa. She's about to go to Africa. She is accepting support to help her go to Africa if anybody wants to jump in behind her in that effort. But she is entrepreneurial and loves to support other people who are also she created this. Coaches who create coaches, coaches who coach coaches. When you watch the thing that's about to happen with all of us with MJ Durkin, that's part of a very similar structure to what Carol does. And maybe I should let you answer your own question.
Thank
Carol,
you. But I just want to tell everyone, guys, we are now in 45 countries. 45, 34 are in Africa. Yeah. Well, it's just incredible. And we're about to open up South America. So it's going wonderfully. Yeah.
And these are people who need to create some income, and she's helping them create it by starting a business. So it fits in perfectly to what we all do together here. I do want to just say one other thing, and I'm kind of springboarding off with Joseph and Ed here. When you join Avini, you have stepped into a stream of miracles. You'll see. They're not going to quit happening when you need one. They're not going to quit happening because it's you that's offering them. And I love, you can't have a much bigger contrast than between death and life. And interesting to watch Joseph do that. So this is the difference between, and for many people, it really is the difference between life and death, whether you get a hold of this or not. So my wife would say, who can't wait while you decide? There's people out there that you would reach out to, and they can't wait while you drag your feet. They need you to step ahead. So that's just a few thoughts, and great to hear Neil again. Company's healthy. We were cash flowing on day one. We're economically healthy. You can see that by the nature of the brand new facilities, ultra modern, vertical integration like Rick was speaking about. We have one of the nicest facilities. He said the nicest he's ever worked in, and he's worked in billion-dollar companies before. The nicest laboratory and facilities, the best staff that I think anybody has assembled in this sort of work around the country. And we have products that are breakthrough. There's been a breakthrough in that area. Somebody will say, well, I've heard of silver. There's been a breakthrough in that area. I've heard of chelation. Yes, there's been a gigantic breakthrough in that area. Well, I've heard of controlling, the hurt of humans, misery and discomfort, all the pharmaceuticals and over-the-counters. Huge breakthrough in that area. No more addiction, no more overdose, no more putting your bowels to sleep, no more working worse over time, having to get a stronger one, and then killing your kidneys trying to help your discomfort. All those things are gone because Avini Plus Relief is safe. These things are selective, gigantic word. We take the bad metals, not the good ones. Take the bad cells, not the good ones. Take the bad bacteria, not the good ones. Take the, that kind of thing. That selectivity is what's missing on the other side. And it's what makes us of great value. Those are just some thoughts real quick, Carol.
Thank you.
And Carol, just so you know, not trying to cut in, but I have a couple that are coming over right now. I'm going to speak with them. It's going to be with me, whether by phone or in person. So I'll let you know what the results are.
Awesome. Really great. Really great. Okay. Anybody have any questions for Chip before we end the call? And thank you guys for joining us. We do this every Thursday night. Join us again. We have amazing guest speakers, and we have our resident Dr. Chip. I call him Dr. Chip, guys, because he's just absolutely amazing. And I'm so thrilled that he has found us and we get to share him every week with everyone. So I love it.
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Does anybody know what the nearest vision tour will be to Columbus, Ohio?
Ohio.
I know that
Where
there'll
do I
be
find that
something
list?
up. Yeah, they are on the website. The vision tour is listed towards the top of the. It's actually at the top of avinihealthtraining.com. I just noticed a few minutes ago that the vision tours are listed right there, and you can sign up for them. And I think it's probably also in your Avini personal website. I think that's both places you should be able to find it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
how many are signed up for a vision tour? I am, Florida. Yeah. Really great. Really great. I look forward to meeting everyone that I haven't met yet since Dallas. So I cannot wait. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Come join us next week. We will have a guest speaker next week. But I'm really glad. Christine was the one that said, Carol, I want to play the corporate call. And I'm so glad he did because I missed it. And it was so inspiring. We are in the right place, everyone. We are in the right.
About that follow-up call with Marcy and Dave Johnson on inviting, we don't have a compensation. We have a conversation plan, right? And the most important conversation is an invitation. And on that one with, and you could use it like you just did this one with Dave and Marcy for next week. And that invitation is so important.
Ooh.
And Dave Johnson is one of the greatest people about speaking on that topic. So you might review that and see if you want to use it that way as well.
I'll talk to Christine. Sounds great. I would love to. I didn't get to see that one either. I'm on Zoom so many times with so many countries, and I miss out on the big calls. So this is my night for Avini.
On the edge of your seat the entire time for everybody. I know you are. I mean, I don't know what you're made of, but it's good stuff. I'll say that.
Cell defender.
Atta girl.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Night, everybody.
Good night, Carol. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Jennifer, call me.
Okay, thank
Good
you.
night.
Okay.
Bye, Inika.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Night.
Good night,
Thank you.
Inika.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. Hi, Deb. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
218710205.